Top of the morning, YouTube world, or afternoon, whatever the fuck time it is where you're at. It's Coffee back again. And listen, there's so much content that I want to get today, so much topics I want to cover. But we got to start it off with this one. We got to get to this NFL news. And you see this tweet here from Ill Bill. He puts it perfectly, man. Mac Jones is a wannabe. He wants to be Josh Allen so bad. You see him trying to be all slick, doing his little handshake maneuvers with his teammate, trying to be like Josh Allen. And you'll also see Mac Jones at times do the Superman mannerisms, which is another swagger jacking type move. But at the same time, he might be halfway mocking Cam Newton. I don't know what do you guys think? Get in the comments. As we know, the Patriots decided, hey, leading into the season, the Cam Newton era is over. We're ready to let Mac Jones get the keys to the offense and see what he can do. And hey, he's done decent, man. You know what I mean? Patriots sit a half a game back from my Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. Mac Jones, decent numbers. 2,440 yards, 14 TDs, 8 picks, 49.8 QBR, but not as good as Josh Allen. 2,602 yards, 19 TDs, and 6 picks. And those are just the passing TDs. As we know, Josh Allen has wheels too. And listen, Josh is doing his thing. Obviously, we've had some bad weeks here and there. As the season moves on, the Bills and the defense has been phenomenal. But our offense is continuing to fire on all cylinders, like picking up that momentum. You know what I mean? Picking up more and more as the season goes on, and that's the way you want to do it. You know what I mean? Be in top form going into the playoffs. But listen, it's not even about the numbers. As we know, people always say numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the whole story. You feel me? But aside from Mac Jones swagger jacking Josh Allen with the daps and handshakes and doing the Cam Newton Superman, which that's some fuck-ish right there. I got to wonder if Cam Newton sees that. As we know, Cam's back in the league with the Panthers again and is like, that son of a bitch, man. Is he trying to be funny? As we know, Cam did some interviews and everything after being cut. He did a YouTube video with his dad. He wasn't happy about it. You know what I mean? As we know, Cam has had a great career. His story is amazing and all that, but still, no one wants to go out like that getting cut. But hey, he's back in the league. Good for Killer Cam. But getting back to Josh Allen and Mac Jones, a lot of people are probably like, yo, Coffee, he did some handshake-ish. Like, calm down. It's not that big of a deal. No, it is, okay? It's not just that he's jacking Josh's swag. No, it's far more than that. It's what it means when I see Josh Allen do the handshakes. And Buffalo Bills fans are just fellow football fans. Jump in the comments and let me know if y'all are feeling what I'm saying here. Definitely join the discussion in the comments. But check it out, man. It's no secret, that the Buffalo Bills, we've had our fair share of quarterback misses, to say the least. You know what I mean? From J.P. Lossman, Trent Edwards, all the way down the list. You know what I mean? We had a couple quarterback that were decent since Jim Kelly left town and retired. Well, he never left town. He's still in Buffalo. But, we never had the answer at quarterback until now with Josh Allen. And yes, it's so refreshing. But when it comes to the handshakes and all that, what it all means to me, right, is, if you remember, this is Josh Allen's 4th year as a pro, okay? First year, we missed the playoffs, but he impressed some people, not just leaping over players. He showed a lot of people that, he was much more than they thought. Because when it came to the draft, everyone was shitting on Josh Allen. Oh, he's got a crazy arm. He's inaccurate. He's not going to be able to hang in the NFL. Second year, heartbreaking loss to the Houston Texans in the wild card round. Last year, third season, we went all the way to the AFC Championship. And I really, truly believe this year we can win the AFC and go to that Super Bowl. As we know, the Tennessee Titans sit atop the AFC right now. And we lost to them by going for it on 4th down in their red zone and getting stopped. It was a great game. There was more lead changes than I think any Monday or Sunday night football game or Thursday, whenever the fuck the game was. It was a crazy game, but we can definitely beat the Titans. But in Josh's rookie season, you know, he comes in week 1. We had to bench a bum that I'm not even going to mention his name. I can't even believe he was still in the league recently. I think the Raiders finally cut his bum ass. But Josh had a lot to prove to the Bills fans, to all the doubters, to everyone. And he had to also learn to be a leader at the same time. And if y'all see all the different clips playing on the screen in this video, you notice Josh Allen's, one of his signature things is that he's got a little handshake for everyone on the team. You know what I mean? From Stefon Diggs to Cole Beasley, all the way down the line, Josh Allen greets all these players with a signature handshake. And I think that's dope. You know what I mean? It was kind of the icebreaker when he would approach these guys. As, you know, back then we still had Shady McCoy on the team, and he was known to be a loud, boisterous, opinionated veteran running back on the team. And he loved Josh Allen. You know what I mean? Josh used the handshake as an icebreaker to start tapping in with the different players, chop it up with them. You know what I mean? Talk shop, build a relationship and a rapport with them. And you see what he's done now into his 4th season, making the Bills legitimate Super Bowl contenders and proving all the doubters wrong. Like I've been saying that this season. Last season, the discussion was, hey, is Josh Allen really for real? Which I want to say 70% of us already knew he was and weren't doubting him in the least. But there was still a little percentage of the fans and the analysts and stuff like that who were still on the fence about Josh Allen. You know what I mean? But this time around this season, everyone knows he's for real. Everyone knows he's a leader. And it's just so dope to have him. You know what I mean? So when I see Mac Jones doing this ish, it just, I don't know, I kind of get a little infuriated. Like, stop it, Mac. Stop doing the Killer Cam Superman thing too. Like, you're dead wrong for that. Cam, you need to sock him out when you see him. But that, you know what I mean? That's what it means. That's why this gets me so turned up about all this. That's what the handshakes and all that symbolizes. When I see Josh Allen doing that, that's what I think of. You know, the journey that he's been on, that the Buffalo Bills have been on with him, being a big part of helping turning this team around. We got to give a lot of props as well to all the other players. And, of course, our coach, Sean McDermott, and GM Brandon Beane. But this franchise is just looked at all different. You know what I mean? We got a lot of respect. So stop it, Mac Jones. Cut it out. Quit swagger jacking. And when we get, you know, aside from all the progress this team has made and everything Josh Allen has done to become a leader and show that he's just a solid individual, the swag he brings to the table is huge as well. And I know a lot of people are probably going to say, Coffee, swagger don't win games. Swagger don't win championships. You're damn right it don't. But you know what? It's great for morale. And I'm not talking about a guy who likes to go out there and is only worried about himself and team will be getting blown out and he'll get an interception or, you know, have some kind of big play and he's all worried about dancing and getting a taunting penalty while they're down 20 points. No, Josh Allen don't rock like that. You know what I mean? He goes out there, puts it all on the line, and, you know, moves with a bit of swag to him. You know what I mean? I haven't seen the Buffalo Bills swag on this level. And, yo, for all the Madden players out there, who remembers, I don't know if they still have it in the Madden rankings as I haven't played it for a couple years, but for each player they used to have, and you know, they'd have like strength, speed, agility, stamina, and all that, you know what I mean? But they'd also have Old Spice swagger ranking, you know what I mean? But it really is great for morale to see all these guys out there dapping each other up, making big plays, celebrating together while progressing as a team, not as individual players. And I haven't seen anyone on the Bills, or I haven't seen this much swag on the Bills since Stevie Johnson.
Your boy, man, what is the Stevie Johnson, man? What is that?
Man, the Stevie Johnson is a movement. It's a way of life, you know. For those of you who don't know, Stevie Johnson, my cousin, you know, he got his the hard way. Dude went to a junior college, then He went from there to a university. Then he was a 7th-round draft pick into the NFL, and now he's one of the most explosive receivers in the AFC. So, you know what I mean? Dude just grinded hard and got his the hard way, and it's real motivational. So, you know, anytime you out there, you grinding, and you getting yours the hard way, and you getting it in, you on your Stevie Johnson.
Leading the AFC now with 9 touchdowns.
I'm about my bills like Stevie Johnson. All my women throw it back like I caught an option. Money on my mind, money on my conscience. I'm all about my bills. I'm on my Stevie Johnson.
Stevie was an amazing player, and obviously back then, you know, the Bills were still in the playoff drought. He was with us when we had that great season where we started out either 3-0, 4-0. I know we ended up 5-2 at the bye week, and we had beat the Patriots. It was great. Ultimately, we didn't end up making the playoffs. Fred Jackson got hurt, broke his leg when he was having an MVP-like season. Ryan Fitzpatrick played the season out with broken ribs, and it really affected his game. I wish that he would have took a couple weeks off and let those ribs heal up. You know what I mean? Rather than playing hurt, it just totally affected his game. You know. But back then, you know what I mean? Stevie Johnson really brought that swag and energy to the team. I know a lot of people probably remember the Plaxico Burress celebration, accidentally shooting himself in the leg. Of course, the Why So Serious. And one that doesn't get brought up that much was in Foxborough, the Minutemen celebration. He got fined for a couple of those celebrations. But Stevie Johnson was a hell of a player. I hated when we traded him, like when we drafted Sammy Watkins, who ended up being a bust, still in the league, getting stripped in the Ravens' most recent matchup where they lost to the Dolphins. But yeah, man, Stevie was that dude. He brought a lot of energy to the team, and, you know, it was cool to see Buffalo honor him as he came back, I think, last season and came out, you know, to lead the charge, lead the team out the tunnel. And I don't know if he still does it, but last season he was doing a Buffalo Bills Why So Serious podcast with Donald Jones, another former Buffalo Bill, and a couple other guys. I can't remember who they were, but I just had to mention Stevie Johnson when we're talking about swag and ability, you know what I mean? But hit the comments, guys. Let me know if you feel me on what I'm saying here. Mac Jones imitating and trying to emulate Josh Allen. You're not that dude, Mac. I mean, like I said, he's had a pretty decent season, all things considered, and he has huge shoes to fill out there in New England. But come on, man. Quit imitating. That's all I got on this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned. More content dropping every day. J Coffee Talk, music, news, sports, and more. And I'm out of here. Peace.